Hello and welcome to Paper Plays Julie K.
Welcome everyone, and thank you so much for stopping by to check out my latest video. And today I am continuing on with Junk Journal January 2025, hosted by Meg Journals here on YouTube. And today she has given us the prompt sealed, which is day number 28. So we're getting close to the end here. And the first thing I thought about was sealed is like a sealed envelope. And I do have these wax seals in my stash. I just have a couple of them. And so I did pick out the heart. And I thought maybe I could make a wax seal and seal an envelope up. So that's what I'm going to do today. And on the page, I also picked out, I had this digital paper. And I had two sides to it, so I did cut it down. You can see the other side because I'll use the other half tomorrow on the other page. So I did cut it down to fit onto the book page here. But I figured to start off with, I do know that I need to get my candle going, and then maybe we could work on decorating the envelope a little bit more before the wax is ready to go. And I can't even, I've only done this one other time. My sister gave me the wax sealing kit here. I think it belonged to her daughter, my niece or whatever, and they just never used it, so she gave it to me. So I only tried it once right after they gave it to me, but I said, yep, I'll definitely use it. So I think you put this there. And I'll just put a couple of wax little bead things in there. And I don't, like I said, I'm not quite sure how long it takes for them to melt, but I'm just going to carefully move it over off into the corner. So here is the page that we're working on. And what I'm thinking I want to do then is I'm going to seal an envelope, you know, with the wax seal. And this is a tea-dyed envelope. And I might just go around the edges real quick with a little bit of that Distress Victorian Velvet ink, just to add a little pink to it. And I think the scrapbooking paper or the digital paper comes from Dreams, etc. And it's a really old kit of hers. And I printed it, and I actually printed lines on the back side of it when I originally printed it, but this was way back when, and I used too thin a paper, and the ink bled through, so I just never used it. So it's a good time to use it in the journal, and I kind of like it with the little birds on it, so that's kind of cute. So I was thinking, you know, I could angle this somehow on here, and I was thinking just for something fun, we could seal something into the envelope, so I just grabbed some scraps off of my desk. I did stamp the word dream. I folded one of them because I figure if I were to open it down the road, you know, there'd be a spot to journal on in here. So, and it looks like our stuff is starting to melt already, so that's a good sign because I don't think it's going to take too long to do what I want to do with the rest of this. We'll just glue this down just to add a little interest on this little journal card. But again, I'm going to just seal this journal card into the inside of the envelope with the wax seal. But I did want something fun on here in case I ever did open it up. So we'll just go like that. I think that's good enough just to have a little something, little decoration. And so we are going to stick that into the envelope. And so I'm thinking on the envelope, I still have some of those flowers sitting in my desk from the other day. And I might just stick a piece of lace again that was still sitting on my desk and just put that in the corner. The wax seal is going to go here. But I'm thinking maybe I could just stamp the number up here in the corner. So let's do that too as soon as I find my ink. So again, I better look, it's day 28 just to make sure I have my number right. So I think I should be good if I stamp this up here in the corner. All right, so that works. And let's just glue down. Let's glue down the little flower here in the corner. And then I also pulled out from my stash, this is like a tag I made a long time ago, and it has some pink on it. So I'm thinking that I'll be able to use that just behind here to have a little, you know, journaling tag on the actual, you know, wherever I decide to put this on here. Like I might angle it like that. So I think that'll work. And then you can still see the cute little birds when you take it out. So I think that's all I need to do. Let me just see. I think it looks like it's ready to go. And I don't know, like usually when I do this, I put it onto another sheet and do it. I don't automatically seal, you know, and then I glue it down. So I think I'm going to do that just to be safe. I'm going to just dump it on this in case I want to cut it and make it the right size. So again, I'm using the heart one. And I think that's close to enough. And I'm not quite sure, how long you're supposed to leave it sit before you pull it out. I think it has to dry before you pull it out. So I did blow the candle out. So if you see a little bit of smoke coming up, that's what it is. Nothing's on fire or anything. I usually try to blow it out right away so that nothing bad happens. So I'm just going to pull this off and we can kind of reveal what it looks like. And that's kind of cute, huh? And I know that you can like, you know, clean up the edges if you want. I think I'm just going to use it the way that I sealed it, other than I'm going to glue it down. And then I think what I'm going to do is, I just got to make sure this little pen works. But I think I'm going to try to just trace over the little heart that's on there, just to make it stand out just a little bit. And I know there's a way like you can, you know, first melt some gold wax and then you scrape off, you know, you dump it on the seal right here and then you scrape it off and then you put it into the pink. But I think it's just as easy just to trace around. The heart with a little permanent marker. All right, so I did that. And that's what it looks like. And I'm not sure, I don't know if that marker, it says it's water-based, so I don't know if it's going to even stay on here because it's not permanent, but I guess it doesn't really matter. All right, so then I'm going to put it here and like seal this down. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this. And I think I'm going to use a Fabri-Tac. Or wait, no. What am I going to use? I think I'm going to use my Glossy Accents because I know that that works for a little bit heavier embellishments. And it works on plastic too. So I think it'll work fine on this wax. It'll just take a little while for it to dry. But you know, and I could have just glued it down on like half of that envelope and then not sealed it shut all the way, so I still could have opened it. I've done that before. Or the only time that I used the wax seal, I guess I did that. I just glued it down to the top of the envelope so you could still lift it up. But since the prompt is sealed, you know, I did want to make sure I had something that was sealed. And I think that'll work good. I'm just going to trim a little bit of this lace off. All right, so let's finish the little layout here. So I think that's cute. I kind of like that. You know, the pink isn't quite the same color, but I think it's close enough. I only have a few colors to choose from in my stash, so just have to use what I have. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this onto this page over here. So I think that works nicely. And let's see, right here you can kind of see part of this page edger from yesterday hanging over. And I don't know if I want to try and do anything just to decorate the back side of it. I think I kind of do. I think we'll just tear this part off. Yeah, let's do that. I like that. And it's already fallen apart. This is that piece of that fragile doily that we were working with the day that we had the prompt for that. But I'll just piece it back together. Can't remember where this one went. Right here, maybe? So I'll hold that up so you guys can see. You know, it just kind of finishes that look off. And I was maybe going to add some trim onto the edge, but I kind of like that. You know, my first thought was just to put this on the edge, but I think I'm going to leave that, and then let's see, we're going to glue this down here. So do I want to add maybe some trim to the bottom of this envelope? Then I'm going to glue the envelope down. And again, I'm making it into kind of a pocket. So I'm just going to put glue on 3 sides. And I'll move this over so you guys can see. I know I was kind of on the edge of the camera there. So you guys can see it a little bit better. So yeah, I think that's kind of a cute little page. I don't know. So far I've liked a majority of my pages. And again, I'm just going to use this pre-made tag to stick in there. And maybe I need to put a little ribbon or something up there. So I have a little bit of seam binding that will just stick in there. All right. Well, I think that's really good. I don't know what you guys think for today's, for sealed. You know, I have a little note journaling card sealed up inside of the little envelope, and I also used a wax seal and just kind of a cute little, quick little layout in the background. We made that little pocket. So here's our little final layout for today. I do like how that one turned out. You guys will have to let me know what you think. It's definitely my style. It's shabby, it's vintage, so it's perfect. And today, again, that was sealed. And tomorrow's prompt is 29, and it's reveal. So hopefully I'll see you guys back again tomorrow for another episode of Junk Journal January. Until then, I hope you guys all have a wonderful day and happy crafting.